Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that taught us this word. I just want to do a video on these prophecies, and even though we're in the midst of this pandemic, the pestilences, we also need to focus on, the Middle East. There's only a few other prophecies left, with World War III being the main one. And even though the world is being, quarantined with these pestilences, you still got these wars and rumors of wars going on in Iraq, Iran, and that's one of the major prophecies we need to be looking out for as well, is America invading Iran to start off that World War III. I just came across this article from OANN.com. It's One America News Network.com, entitled U.S. Strikes Iranian Targets Across Iraq. President Trump authorizes military strike on Iranian terror proxy over Camp Taji. It was dated March 13th, Friday. Oh, select Friday, March 13th. The U.S. Air Force recently launched retaliatory strikes against an Iranian-backed terror group in Iraq. On Thursday, U.S. and coalition jets hit multiple targets in 4 provinces of Iraq. So yeah, that war still kind of brewing up over there in the Middle East. All these strikes, assassinations, martial law over there. The strikes allegedly targeted an Iranian-backed militant group that is part of Iraqi Popular Mobilization Forces and is suspected of staging a deadly strike on Camp Taji base Wednesday. 2 American soldiers and a British nurse died in the attack. The Defense Department has yet to provide information on the latest aerial operation and its targets. However, Iraqi's military released a statement Friday morning condemning the attacks. This photo, released by the government-affiliated Media Security Cell on Thursday, March 12th, shows a rocket-rigged truck launcher after a rocket attack on Camp Taji, a few miles north of Baghdad. Defense officials have said the recent uptick in attacks may be due to multiple reasons, including the coronavirus or deceased General Qassem's birthday, which was Wednesday. Iran's foreign minister has called on the U.S. to lift sanctions on the country, which he described as a campaign of economic terrorism. Mohammed Javad Zarif made the demand Thursday in a letter to the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. The Iranian official also requested the UN and member states stand in solidarity with the Iranian people. Zarif claimed the sanctions are crippling Iran's oil industry and noted that it's interfering with the country's effort to combat the coronavirus outbreak. A new financial report shows Iranian oil production has dropped dramatically since sanctions were imposed back in 2018. And so that oil is still very important over in the Middle East, and the production has decreased. So it's slowly building up, that tension in the Middle East, these wars, rumors of wars, ultimately to World War III. So we can't forget about these other prophecies too, This is Isaiah 13:2, or start at 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt a voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Yeah, lift up the banner, you gotta lift up this truth, man. Shake the hand, lift up your voice like a trumpet and proclaim this truth and prophesy these scriptures, man. Prophesy the downfall of America, to where they will, they got to bring you up to their nobles. I've commanded my sanctified ones. I've also called my mighty ones from mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Yeah, the sanctified ones are the prophets, the men you see out there on the street corners. The mighty ones are as angels that are working on the minds of these different governments, to get them to go to war with each other. They'll hold them back to destruction until, the elect is sealed. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts musters the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Yeah, the nuclear missiles, man. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Yeah, that great day of the Lord, man. The missiles. And it shall be as a chased roe. I'm dropping down to verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land. Yeah, no one's going to want to be in America. Everyone's going to want to go back to their people. That's how bad it's going to get. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So if you want to be joined unto these other nations, especially Esau, if you're an Israelite and you want to join unto Esau, be buddy and hold hands with him, man, you're going to fall by the sword right along with him. Their children shall also be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, their wives ravished, in that time, Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And he talks about that in the book of Zephaniah, Neither their gold nor their silver shall be able to save them in that day, Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. These children out here, these little kids, they're going to catch judgment as well, man. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. They're going to completely destroy, America. That's not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about modern Babylon the Great. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Yeah, so that's proof that's not talking about, ancient Babylon, because ancient Babylon was over there in Iran. And Iran is still built up to this day. This prophecy said that Babylon is going to be like right here. It's the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And Sodom and Gomorrah was never inhabited again after it was destroyed. You got archaeologists out there that think they know where the 5 cities remain today because nothing can grow on that land. For Sodom and Gomorrah, it's all that sulfur that was there. Nothing can grow on it. No one can inhabit that land. And that's a future prophecy for America. But wild beast and desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. Owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Yeah, so it's nothing but desert creatures are gonna live in America. It's gonna inhabit America after America's destroyed, by the nuclear destruction. Next scripture is Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. Yeah, the smiths, that's the scientists, the nuclear scientists, these engineers that created, this nuclear technology. So the Most High put in the spirit for those men, to be able to build these weapons. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. That's the waste of the nuclear missiles, man. No weapon formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and the righteousness is of me, saith the Lord power. Yeah, for the men, the 144,000, the elect, the 1/3, no weapon formed against them shall prosper. Whether it be the iron weapon, whether it be the pestilence weapon, whether it be the sword, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper, man. The men that have that faith, Last scriptures are Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and the stars, and upon the earth distresses of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Yeah, signs in the heavens, man. We're seeing that with all these eclipses and the blood moons that have been happening recently. Those are all in those signs of heaven, Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Yeah, men's hearts are failing for fear, man. People be dropping dead, because they're so scared. Heart attacks, not knowing what to do. The anxiety's so high. How you gonna feed your kids? How you gonna protect your family? Your wife's getting raped in this time. Man, people are just gonna drop dead of fear. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and glory. Yeah, when it's all said and done, right in the midst of World War III, and that's when Yahushua is going to come on the big father ship, to deliver his men, deliver the elect, And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Yeah, look up, because your salvation is nearer than when you once believed, man. So yeah, when these things come to pass, man, when these prophecies come to pass, you really start seeing them in full swing. When they start instituting that chip, when America goes into Iran, look up, for your redemption is nigh. So with that, shalom.